Yeah, just a quick review of the Roygra Hand Grip Strengthener Finger Exerciser Multiple Resistant Levels Kit. I believe there's two different kinds of these kits. One has 8 pieces and one I think has 5. So I'm going to be covering the 8-piece one. So this kit is all about strengthening your hand and your fingers. Okay, that's really the sole purpose of it. So if you're looking for a little kit that has a bunch of stuff you can work with, this would be a good kit. It consists of 3 different types of equipment. So you have the egg, the shape like an egg you squeeze, these rings you squeeze, and these you kind of open up your fingers with. They call it a finger stretcher. It doesn't really stretch. Maybe they call it the finger stretcher because it actually stretches, the piece of equipment does. But actually what it does is it strengthens your finger extensors. When you open up your hand, your fingers go backwards. That's finger extension. So basically that would increase the strength of opening your hand is what that's for. The big thing I like about this kit is it has bunch of resistances, okay? You can see the things you squeeze, they have a soft, medium, a firm. Here are the rings you squeeze, there's a soft and firm. And then the finger stretcher has a soft, medium, firm. Now that's really important because really if you're going to get stronger, you really need what's called progressive resistance. That's really the only way to get stronger. Like if you start with the soft one, the yellow one, and you can squeeze it for like a couple minutes. If you want to get any stronger, let's say you squeeze the yellow one and that's all you worked with. First week you use the yellow one, second week you use the yellow one, third week you're still using the yellow one. You're not going to get any stronger than you already are. Okay, so if you can squeeze a thing for 2 minutes, you're not going to get any stronger than that. That's because your body doesn't really have any reason to get stronger. Your muscles says and your body says, hey, I can already do that, for 2 minutes, so I don't need to get any stronger. So if you keep squeezing, you're not going to get any stronger. What you need to do is give your muscles a reason to get stronger, and that's by progressive resistance. Provide them a step up. Provide them something a little harder to squeeze. Okay, and then you work up to the red one. You probably won't be able to squeeze that for 2 minutes. Maybe you only be able to squeeze it for a minute. And then next time you see if you can do like a minute and 10 seconds, a minute and 20 seconds. And when you do 2 minutes, work up to the blue one. So that's how you progress. That's really the only way. Like I say, it's kind of an efficiency thing in your body. If your body doesn't have to lay down any more muscle tissue or, make it stronger, it's not going to waste any time doing that. It's kind of like lifting, a 5-pound weight. If you lift a 5-pound weight today, you lift a 5-pound weight tomorrow, next week after, next month, you're still using the 5-pound weight. You're not going to get any stronger than you are 5 pounds, So what you do have to do, maybe try 6 or 7-pound dumbbell. So that's kind of progressive resistance. And that's why I really like kits like this, because they provide resistance. There's a place to go for you to get stronger. Now, a couple other resources. If you do have any trouble with your thumb, the Healthy Thumb Handbook, there's just not many thumb books out there, and there's just a couple. I think, is one of the better ones, the Healthy Thumb Handbook. I think you can get this on Amazon. If you have thumb problems in particular, these will give you some targeted exercises you can also work with. If you have like base of the thumb arthritis, or you just have, a painful thumb, this is actually one of the best resources I think will help you get rid of all that. Starts out with a little bit of anatomy. The first part is relaxing your thumb muscles. It says there's heat. Nothing novel with using a heat pack. It does relax your muscle. Get rid of those trigger points. Okay, so if you have like thumb arthritis or hand arthritis, we know that the joint can become irritated, because you lose the cartilage, and joint gets a little bit unstable, creates problems and gives you pain. Well, sometimes the pain isn't just because of coming from the joint. Sometimes because the joint's irritated, this makes the muscles react and they get irritated. Okay, so really what you have is a combination of pain from the joint or the muscles. Sometimes though, you can even have asymptomatic hand arthritis. So you can actually, a joint can show that it's got, cartilage wear, but it still doesn't have any pain. So sometimes all the pain can be coming from the muscles. So really you need to kind of work those out. Trigger points are irritable spots in the muscles, and you can work those out by squeezing them and massaging them. This little section will tell you how to do all that. Stretching out your web space. If you have a thumb arthritis, your web space is going to get a little tight just because of the mechanics of how the joints put together. So this will teach you how to do that. Taking pressure off the thumb joint. Here we're talking about a joint distraction technique. They'll show you how to do one of those. Joint distraction is really good because what it does is it unloads the joint and takes all the pressure off the joint. So the joints really like that. They like having pressure taken off of them periodically. It's kind of like if you use an inversion table and you hang upside down, you're stretching out all your vertebrae. They really like the pressure being taken off. Gives them time to heal. Gives things increases the circulation. So it'll teach a simple distraction technique you can do in standing or sitting. Getting maximal thumb joint stability. Okay, so sometimes when people have really bad arthritis, they need a thumb brace. So that's external stability of the joint. You can get internal stability. There's actually two muscles. The abductor pollicis longus attaches right to the thumb joint, the base of the thumb, and your first dorsal interossei also attaches to the base of the thumb. Strengthen those two muscles. Take it maybe like 2 minutes a day. Do it every other day. Week by week, you're going to get more stability in that thumb joint, and the pain is going to go down. So there's actually a lot of things you can do. Increasing thumb coordination. Now, if you have just general hand arthritis, here's another book. Good book, Treat Your Own Hand and Thumb Osteoarthritis. It does have one exercise for your thumb, but this is more like just for like general hand arthritis. Basically, it gives you some additional strengthening exercises you can work with. Getting rid of stiffness. It'll show you some range of motion exercises you can do. The whole program really takes less than 10 minutes, and you only be doing this 2 or 3 times a week. So basically, if you're having a lot of pain, sometimes you can use heat or something, get the pain down, or some kind of pain rub, get the pain down. That will allow you to go ahead and do these exercises, and that's how you get the permanent relief. So joints, the joints get their nutrition through diffusion. In other words, with motion. Joints in your hand are synovial joints. They have synovial fluid, and that's how the nutrients to the joint gets transported. And if you take a joint and you immobilize it, it doesn't really get good nutrition. The cartilage doesn't, because you don't have that motion spreading the synovial fluid around, giving it nutrition. So that's why range of motion exercises really work when it comes to something like hand arthritis or knee arthritis, any kind of arthritis. Make your hands stronger. You can use some of the devices in the kit that we went through earlier. This will give you a few additional exercises. So yeah, there's actually a lot you can do for hand and thumb arthritis. You don't have to just sit and take it. There are things you can do. You get that joint stable, you put it in good positions, you get rid of trigger points, and that goes a long way in taking away the pain. But yeah, if you're looking for something fun to work with that does strengthen your hand muscles, I think this is a great kit, so check it out.